What's up, YouTube? Tesla fans. Alright, so you know what? This week has been pretty good, but if you watched my last couple of videos and I was telling you about how I was looking to play or trade Tesla, and if you did the same, or if you actually just used my setup or my support and resistance levels, then you had a pretty good week. So let's take a look at the chart. Let's look at the yearly or the daily chart. You'll see here that on Friday, on Friday, day before yesterday, it did close red for the day, but the reason why I think that it is going to open green on Monday is because it did not break through the 20-day moving average. It's still holding it as support. And on top of that, there is a level of support that I have marked over here, which is at 675. So it's been breaking through, it's been going up, it's been breaking through, it's been going up, but then it held after hours. So it's holding above 675. It basically did bounce. Now I'll show you the gap that happened a few days back and how I've been trading it according to that. And anybody that's been following me for a while, or a lot of the people that I talk to on a daily basis, they know that I don't trade anything or hold overnight. I don't like swinging because I don't like taking those kind of chances. But with Tesla, it's very easy to read. And the reason why I'm holding a small position, like I said, is just because I feel that it is going to gap up in the morning on Monday. And then I can actually add a bit more to that position size, let it run up till market open, and then wait for the pullback and short it. I like going long, I like going short on it. It's just something I'm comfortable with trading. All right, so it did hold on the 200-day moving average on the 20-day chart, and that was a pretty good sign of support. It did come back, it didn't quite touch it. So now we have this level to watch, all right, between 675 and 677.20. So I think this right here is what we really need to watch Monday morning, 678.02. If it can't seem to break through that, then obviously we're going to see a little bit more downside because there is still a part of the gap that needs to get filled. If it can break above that, then I'd swing it, or I'd trade it up to about 680. I'd add into my position size, trade it up to about 680, 680.50. But depending on where this 50-day moving average is going to be on Monday morning, it might come up a little bit more, a little higher than that, and then start pulling back. As you can see, it has done in the past. It did a pre-market on Friday. It did it during market hours on Thursday. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens again. All right, let's take a look at the gap that needs to get filled. So on the daily chart, you can see this gap right here. This was the main part of the gap, we could just call it for now. So it's got a fill between 688 and 658. All right, I don't want to say that it's just gonna come down to 658.44 and then that's it, it's gonna bounce. It may just keep coming back down a bit. You do have this trading range which goes down to about it goes down to 650. So I think that it is gonna be trading. Hopefully it'll come down to 650 and bounce. If it has a very quick bounce off of there, then that means there is a lot of demand and there's gonna be very good support at that level, so it won't break through. Chances are it'll just trade between the 650 and 700 for a little while, and if that's the case, then that just means it's making higher lows each time. So as you can see here, it came down 537, 562, 590, and it's just making higher lows each time. So it's kind of making a little bit of a bull flag if you look at it. I guess we can call it that. Right, so you do have, we can call a pull, and then somewhat of a pennant, but you can also say it's a little bit of a flag. So it might be doing this, come down a little bit, and then just break out to the upside. That's my theory. I'm definitely going to stick to that. So far it's played out for me pretty well. Let me show you something else. So on the 20-day 1 hour chart, you can see a little clearer. If we zoom out a bit, yeah, you have basically a pull right here, and then it's creating higher lows each time. It is trending up, so I do like that. it's also showing you that it tested the 200-day moving average perfectly. So if you look at it zoomed in, you'll see that it bounced off of the 200-day moving average here, it bounced off of it here, and it bounced off of it again here. So it's got a lot of support at the 200-day moving average. Now, it's not to say that it is going to go up, but I do feel that it still will gap up a little bit and then come back down to possibly just fill this gap. If not, it might come back down a little further and hit the 650. Now, the reason why I'm waiting for that, or the reason why I've been shorting it from here, is because my favorite pattern, if you guys have seen in my past videos, is where the 20-day is below the 50-day, which is below the 200. Right now, it's from the opposite. It was 20, 50, 200. So now it's 50, 20, 200. I'm waiting for it to become 20, 50, 200 on the 20-day chart or the 1 hour chart. Once that's in play, I feel that it will rip to the upside. It's also because on Monday, I feel that it can come down here, fill the gap, bounce off of these support, even though there's a ton of good news on Tesla. There's always good news on Tesla. You are going to see times where there is bad news, but there's so much good news. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much good news they can give you, the charts are telling you what the stock wants to do. So aside from just watching the chart, look at the volume. All right, you've got your RSI, you've got your MACD. So if we're looking at the 20-day chart or 1 hour chart, you'll see here when it gapped up, RSI was oversold. Was overbought. MACD, it was also pushed up really high. Okay, anything that's like that means chances are it is going to come back down. It can't stay that high forever. I mean, Tesla has done that in the past where it just runs up and it continues to run up. But it's not normal, it's not natural. So it is gonna start to consolidate, and right now it's doing that. It's going through a phase or a period of consolidation. Once it came down here into oversold territory or a very close to being oversold, then you can tell it is gonna have a little bit of a pop-up. So this is why it's good to look at everything. You have to put everything together and trade what you find works best for you. Trade your comfort level, trade with an amount that you're comfortable with. That's why I'm not swinging 100 shares overnight. You know, I'm not Ricky Gutierrez. I wish I had money to do that, but I'm not at that level yet. So I have to trade something that's a little bit more comfortable for me. I feel that this is really gonna play out well come Monday morning. So, and I could be wrong, but if that's the case, then I'll just cut my losses quick. And it's a small amount, so it's only 10 shares. It's not like it's gonna break the bank. But this is what I feel is gonna happen. I feel this is gonna be a gap fill, and after the gap is filled, the consolidation is gonna start tightening up, and then it is just gonna break out to the upside. I don't know if it's gonna reach highs of 900 just yet, but I do feel that it can run up to 695, and 695 has been a strong level of resistance. Tesla's been having a huge amount of trouble trying to break that. But if we look at the 1 year chart, there is a gap to fill above. We still have this huge area to get up to, 768 to 781. All right, once this level is filled, we want to see if it is going to break above it, come back down and retest 778 and hold it as support. And then we can push up higher to the 800 or even the 835 level. If not, it could just bounce off, get rejected. Either way, I'm looking to play it a swing up to this level. So I'm waiting for that. We'll see what happens on Monday. Hopefully it'll come back down to 650, load up really heavy, and then just let it run, right? Let it run to 695, see what happens there. If it finally does break that level of resistance, which it's just constantly having trouble doing. If it can break that, wait for it to come back down, retest it for support. Once it confirms support, then you can hold, or you can add into your position size and run it up some more. If it does not hold as support, take your profits. There's nothing wrong with taking profits. Even if you're bullish on Tesla, like I said, I'm very bullish on Tesla, but if there's still a way to make money on Tesla, shorting it, going long, then just take advantage of it. And you can even hold your position in there and then still day trade it. And then at the end of the day, you're still holding your initial position size. So like I said, if I want to just constantly hold 10 shares, I can constantly hold 10 shares and then trade another 100 shares throughout the day. And then just at the end of the day, I'll keep that 10 shares going. So it's not really gonna, it's not too big of an amount that I'm worried about, right? So always do that. Also, if you're curious about how it is that today I'm not yelling, but my voice is a little bit clearer or louder, it's actually because I'm using a Rode device. All right, so now one of these devices is actually, it's a Bluetooth device, so it's connected to I guess a bass piece. So I can walk around, I can have this on my shirt, and it'll catch your voice perfectly. Like, I mean, it is so good. It's so much fun to actually just use and not have to worry about all this reverb, all this echo, screaming at the top of my lungs, waking up neighbors. It's a pretty cool feature to have. So I like it. You guys can definitely try it out. I'll put a link in the description for this below. They are not a sponsor of me. Just trying to let you guys know what it is that I'm using and why it is that I don't have to yell. All right. I hope you guys found some valuable information here. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you have any stocks that you guys want me to do a technical analysis on, or a chart breakdown, or look for levels, go ahead and put that in the comment section down below. You can also follow me on Instagram at @TheBearishBully, and you can message me on there, ask me questions. If you guys have anything about other stocks that you want me to look at, drop me a line. All right, stay green, and I'll see you guys in the next one.